Wowie zowie, ladies and gentlemen, what is this? Hey, welcome back to the Broverwatch podcast. It's been a bit and a half, hasn't it? It's been a little bit and a half.
Yeah. I didn't like that intro. Anyway.
My name is Adam Cook, and as always, I'm joined by ya boy, Calder Amos Wood. Calder, here's the thing. We usually start with me asking how you are, and it's just dumb because we talk to each other like every day. But other than playing like 2 games of Overwatch with you yesterday, I haven't talked to you in like a month and a half.
Yeah. Well, not a month and a half.
Like 12 months.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I'm good.
That's good. I'm
yeah.
I'm excited to get things up and running again. Oh no.
I like how this is as much of a train wreck as it was before. We're just talking over each other.
About that the other day, I was like, all right, time for a big return. We're going to have a big return, and nothing's changed. Like, we're not any better than we were before. Yeah.
In the first minute, we just try to talk over each other.
Yep.
Good job.
But hey, we're happy to be back. We're excited to be back. And honestly, Overwatch League's right around the corner.
Yeah, it's on Valentine's Day.
Valentine's. Here's the question. This is the very important.
Be with my girlfriend on Valentine's Day. Because I was like,
first story.
Oh, no, I was like, oh, Overwatch League starts on the 14th, and she's like, it's also Valentine's Day, and I was like, oh, interesting. I guess I'm.
Yeah, but she didn't say. She didn't tell you to be with her. She didn't specifically say. Here's the plan. Here's the plan.
You don't understand the female body like I do.
Here's the plan. Didn't like that. Here's the plan. All right. I'm a third wheel the crap out of you guys on Valentine's Day, and then us 3 are gonna watch the Overwatch League together.
I'm also going. Not good, but I'm also going to Florida the next day. Because that's reading week. Reading week starts that week. For me, at least. I don't know when yours does.
It's fine. I'll just watch it alone, like I usually do. So.
Hopefully they'll have it on the plane.
Doubt. Press X to doubt.
All right.
Anyway,
little LA Noire meme.
A little meme. We're happy to be back. I'm happy to be talking Overwatch again because we've been in drought a little bit.
Kind of.
We've been in a bit of a drought. Not much happening.
There was like 2 weeks during the break where it was nothing, and then there was last week where it was like a bunch of stupid drama shit.
We're not talking about the Ellie thing this week, are we? I think everybody just knows.
Everyone knows about that.
I'm going to do a quick synopsis for those who might not know, although you should know, just look it up. Pretty much, Contenders team announces signing of new player named Second Wind. Yep. The Contenders team announces the signing of a new player named Ellie. Everyone's like, who is this? Some people say we don't believe that this player is female. Bunch of random drama happens going, wow, sexist, saying that this girl's not a female. Turns out, girl's not a female. Which, one, annoying, because why? Why?
That just kind of ruins it for everyone else.
Yeah, that's just stupid. 2, now, any other time that there's a female esports player, everyone's going to be like, are you really a girl?
Like the Yuri thing.
Yeah.
Where they were like, Yuri's hacking.
Yeah. No one asked Jonak if he was hacking. Actually, I bet people did. But anyway.
So that's we all know he is, but he's hacking into a higher level of consciousness.
Yeah. He's using 100% of his brain, unlike us plebeian 10%ers.
Yeah. He's like Bradley Cooper.
I don't think there's a full conclusion to this Ellie story. Pretty much.
Well, she's not on the team anymore.
Well, because she doesn't exist.
No, the girl exists.
Yeah, but she wasn't the one playing.
Mm-hmm.
But Ellie, as she was presented to us, does not exist. So like, there's not really a conclusion. Pretty much, Second Wind was like, sorry this happened. I don't know if Punisher, the guy who was like playing for her, I don't know if
probably gonna get blackballed from the league.
Yeah.
Because you can't really just do that. Like Blizzard's not probably not.
He said it was just. He said it was like an experiment. No, I don't think he said that. I think someone else said that he said that. It's like that's not a social experiment.
That's a good thing to say when you're just full of shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey guys, it's
honey,
like when you
I'm
repost
not
a
cheating
meme.
on you. It's a social experiment. I wanted to see how you'd react when I was sleeping with someone who was not my partner, being you.
It's like you repost a meme and people are like, "Hey, you just reposted this," and you're like, "Guys, it's a social experiment. I want to see how many likes I'd get or upvotes I'd get."
Yeah.
Anyway,
first story. Apart from that little dumb.
Tweedly diddly, tweedly diddly.
Is this an intro music or is
we
this?
got a new patch. We got a new patch.
Here it is.
Adam doesn't like having segments, but that's my New Year's resolution.
No, I'm fine having segments, but you going tweedly diddly diddly dee, tweedly diddly diddly dee is not a segment. That's
it's
you
like
having,
a separator.
That's you having a mental breakdown into a microphone before we read a video game update note.
Okay.
Tom Powers posted this. Oh, Tom. Mr.
Never
Powers.
heard of him before, but he's got 169 posts.
Although, speaking of numbers that are significant, this a complete unrelated note. Then we'll get back into the patch notes. On XQC's Twitch channel, he has these things where you can get points and then gamble the points, and maybe you'll win points back. It's stupid. It's just a chat thing that people do while he's offline. Anyway, I checked how many points I have today. I only have 14 points, but I checked the leaderboards, and out of everybody who has points on his channel, I'm number 420. Anyway.
Wow, that's really cool.
A new Overwatch patch is currently in development.
Oh, wait, not.
That's not what we need to read. Hero updates. General. This is a big.
Is it you're just
damage
pausing?
reduction?
All right.
Damage reduction. I was hoping you'd take over, but you just
because you did this thing where you pretended that you were going to keep talking.
I like doing that because, first of all, I like it as a joke, but second of all, you always don't know what to do.
What if that actively me just
What if you had a seizure right now?
What is this, Riverdale season 3?
Hang up. Whoa, spoil.
Not really.
I watched a video that
it's in like the first episode.
I watched a video today that was Riverdale having bad writing for 2 minutes.
I saw that.
Oh boy!
The thing is,
now
you
I'm
could have
not
just
going to
posted
watch
the entire
show.
series. It's all bad.
It's all bad. Damage reduction from armor reduced from 5 to 3, or -5, like -5 to -3.
Yeah,
that's a biggie, boyo.
It is. We'll get into this a little more after.
Yeah,
we'll just read these puppies off.
Also, actually, we weren't going to do this, but do you want to go right to that armor visual chart that we have right after this bit? All right. Before this change, armor reduced all incoming damage by up to 5, maxing at half the normal amount. This change reduces the damage reduction to 3 while still capping it at half. This change will be most noticeable on heroes that fire quickly or in a burst of shots, such as shotguns, aka Reaper.
Reaper Soldier.
Yeah. And which do more damage than 6 damage per shot. For example, Soldier 76 Heavy Pulse Rifle will now do 16 damage per shot to armor, up from 14 damage. Pretty biggie boy deal. I like how they used Soldier 76 as an example instead of Reaper because pretty much to hide the fact that Reaper is
basically going to be a godlike hero.
Yeah, and as a Winston player, I want to kill myself.
Yeah.
Sorry.
They kind of just fuck tanks even more in this.
Which, here's the thing, they're trying to get rid of goats like little by little. This isn't going to do it, but it's also still making it unfun to play tanks.
Yeah.
So
it's kind of weird that this is the shittiest time to play tanks.
Even though it's the tankiest meta.
Yeah.
It's so weird. They kind of dug themselves into a corner. Painted themselves into a corner. So, the thing is about Winston, which we'll get to a chart in a second, showing like who this benefits. He's like one of the only heroes that doesn't appear on the chart at all
Yeah.
because he's useless. He's going to be useless now.
Yeah, like nothing about this makes Winston better,
Nope.
even though it affects all 28 other heroes.
Yeah.
He's
So
just
Winston,
worse.
here's the thing. Do I want Winston to get a kind of a rework? No, because I like playing Winston the way he is. Do I want Winston to get some changes? Yes, because even when he's strong, he's still kind of, or even when he's been strong, he's still been a little weak. Like, yeah, he can
always needs
dive in,
support.
but as long as more than like one person focus on him, he's pretty much dead.
Yeah.
'Cause
So
he
you
can't
need
do
like a
that.
diva or maybe even a healer or like a Zen orb on you.
Yeah. So this sucks real bad for Winston.
Also, by the way, we're just talking about like our experiences in the game. This isn't pro play because we don't really know
Yeah.
what's going to happen.
Yeah.
We'll get into what they say later. A little tease there.
Yeah.
Brigida's rally now has a max duration of 30 seconds, meaning her armor decays after 30 seconds. Pretty quickly, actually. And then Diva's defense matrix cooldown has increased from 1 second to 2 seconds, which kind of makes it really hard for her to eat grabs and some other alts now, which is okay because it was a little overpowered. I don't know. It'll still be easy for her to eat things at like silver, gold, bronze, maybe low plat. But once you get above that, you're not really going to see a lot of alt eaten. Is everything okay?
Yeah, I'm just working on something because one of the yeah, everything's fine.
Okay. And then Reaper's lifesteal has increased from 30% to 50% of the damage dealt, which means if he's getting, say, his shot does 10 damage, he gets 3 HP back. Now he'd get 5 HP back, which is kind of a lot. And it seems like they're just going to keep, if this doesn't work to make him useful, seems like they're just going to keep buffing him until he is some sort of god-like character.
Reaper?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this like the second Reaper buff in?
Dude, they've been buffing
like 3
Reaper
patches
so much.
Yeah, I know. They're all smoking reefer on this Reaper. But yeah, I don't know. Just weird.
It's weird that they like.
I don't think damage is his problem, and like not surviving it is his problem. It's that E is basically a useless tool when you're playing Reaper, because you have to pause and go like this, and then have a bunch of smoke go around you, and then you go over there, and then you go
repositioning. So everyone's like, "Oh,
yeah,
he's right there."
Oh, he's repositioning. Interesting.
Also, another thing about Reaper, and just in general, this is just a general thing of how I've noticed Blizzard updates the game.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of going, "Oh, here's an issue. Let's see if this little thing helps." Okay, tanks are like really big in the meta right now. Instead of going, "Here, let's make this little tweak to see if to make tanks a little less strong." Instead of that, they're going, "Here, let's make this guy who's generally pretty good against tanks really, really strong. Also, let's like."
I don't know. It just seems weird. We'll see how it works.
It's the same thing they did with Brigida. I don't think the way to fix dive was to add a character that ruins dive.
Mm-hmm.
Much like how now I don't think the way to fix goats is to buff the crap out of a guy who could ruin goats.
Yeah, it's just I don't know. It's strange, and we'll see. I guess we can start moving on to the clips and examples But some hidden things that aren't in these patch notes are an Anna event starting where she has a new epic skin.
Yeah, this
Victory
one's
pose and icon.
this a little. This is a little exciting, boy. Here.
And then they also added the expansion team skins to the game. So if you like Overwatch, like I'm assuming you do, go look at those
Yeah.
because they're actually pretty nice. Even though my graphics are on absolute shittiest possible, they
Yeah.
look nice. And
I'm
then
gonna
also
I'm gonna
added
be
some-
getting every Atlanta Reign skin, which I'm gonna take this moment to announce. Still a Houston boy. Don't get me wrong,
Oh yeah, sure.
but
I've fucking traitor.
I've been watching some. You hate Houston. You should be happy.
I don't hate anyone.
I know, except me.
Don't hate the player. Just hate the game when I win.
But I've been watching DeFran's streams, and like I watched some games where he played with like Daco and like Erster, who are on Atlanta as well, and they're just having so much fun, and like they're always laughing, and I'm like, I don't know. They just seem like they're having fun, and like Atlanta posted a video of their mansion, like holy.
that was ridiculous.
But also they posted a video of them like at laser tag, and all of them were wearing like sweatpants.
They're really living the life.
There. Anyway,
I don't-
the skins look great. I want to get Atlanta skins, but man, the Hangzhou Spark skins look so good.
You might have to spend $60 on Overwatch League tokens.
I'm hoping they give us give everybody one skin.
Mm-hmm. Like they did last year.
But here's the thing:
That'd be
since
nice.
we competed in the Open division, we each have $13 Blizzard.
It's gonna
stuff.
go to my other account, so I'm kind of cocked.
Why? Oh right.
Because I use Chicken Wing Boy now instead of Big Diddy.
Pretty sure you can gift.
I
Oh
don't
no,
know
you can gift loot
Blizzard.
boxes.
Yeah.
That's.
Oh, I guess I could buy them and then gift them, like gift tokens or whatever to my little.
Oh yeah, do that.
Oh well.
But
They
bing,
also
bada bang.
added. They also did some spectator updates, which I don't know if you have this open, but there's some
I absolutely do not.
there's some pictures in this Reddit post that are actually kind of cool. I think my favorite one is the Spectator UI showing like when enemies are frozen, hacked, antied, poisoned, slept, and stunned and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They also changed something about the third person camera, which I don't really know.
I see what it is. Pretty much, as far as I can tell from this screenshot, what did they call it? They called it like smart something. Simple third-person spectator camera. So
Yeah.
pretty much, it's like first person where it's static and you follow their whatever. I think, except it's not third person like they're centered and you're like looking at them and it's like whatever. They're put to a third of the screen. The other 2/3 are the gameplay, pretty much whatever. I think it's just a smarter.
Like it'll
Simple.
turn with the battle and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Alright.
Like, do you see the screenshot?
Yeah, I do.
Sorry to the audio listeners, but pretty much, McCree is on the left third of the screen, and the other 2/3 are open, and I think it would just turn with him.
So that you can see more of the fight, I guess.
Yeah. Anyway.
I don't know. We'll see how it works. And then there's just like added options in the menus.
Enable
this
voice
seems
lines while
like-
spectating is an interesting addition.
That actually that'd be kind of fun to listen to Sinatra's.
I think it's. Here's the thing. I think they were just always on before. I think they mainly put that in to disable it. Because
No, only Sinatra's.
Because I know there was a game where Mickey was like playing a hog or something, or maybe he was playing Winston, and he just kept going, "Oh yeah," or something like that, and everyone loved it, but I bet the spectators were like, "Okay, this is not enjoyable." Anyway,
Yeah. So probably have to do with the Overwatch League viewer thing, just like they had for the World Cup.
yeah.
Yeah. So there's that.
Also, did
If you
you
like
go
to
over the defense matrix thing?
No, I'm at Destructables visual change, which
Okay.
if you want to see that, they added in they made it smaller when you destroy things like a tire or a Torb turret or like Diva's mech or the trash can. I don't even know what that's called. Trash can thing that Orisa puts down.
The bongo. Supercharger.
Disgusting.
This
But
is
yeah,
good.
I don't know. It's
You
good.
want to see when it's done, but also you don't
want it to look like someone's killed. Because when you look in the feed, and it's like, oh, you got a 4K, but it's
actually
a turret.
you got a supercharger, a turret, and something else.
A Diva mech.
Yeah.
So that's kind of nice.
Very nice.
I won't be as impressed with myself, but it's nice.
Yeah.
And now it also has Diva canceling ults in the kill feed. So if she eats a pulse bomb or a grav or a dragon, it'll show that up there, so you don't have to be like, oh, I think I just ate a dragon. Yeah. Like I usually do. Where I hear the voice line and then I right click and wave my hand around and then hope that I ate it. Now I'll be able to see that my skill paid off.
Here's the thing. Very good. I think it's good that Defense Matrix eats are on there so that divas actually get credit for being awesome. The issue is, as a Mei player who frequently, or does Mei's alt get eaten by by Defense Matrix? Yeah. Okay, good. I thought so, because that happens all the time then. Or maybe it's because I'm killed before. Anyway, doesn't matter. As someone who gets everything eaten by Defense Matrixes, it's going to be annoying for everyone to go, wow, you're bad.
Wow, wasted ult. Anyway. On to more of
the important diva news
in the game coming up. Like the visual of Diva's nerf Defense Matrix. If you...
The cooldown is down to, or up to 2 seconds.
Yes. So you'll see how quickly she can...
But now she can go...
Yeah.
Honestly,
it is
I like
visually
this a lot.
Much slower. It's much slower.
But here's the thing. Watching it, I was like, that's a lot slower. But, I mean, it's still pretty fast. So I feel like this is the good type. This is a good type of change. There's a small change that's like.
It's one of those things where if it wasn't 1 second before, it'd be perfectly fine. But since it was 1 second, it's kind of like, oh wow, this is really slow.
But it used to not have a cooldown.
Yeah.
And when they added 1 second, everyone was like, how are we gonna adapt to that? Yeah. So honestly,
and they're saying that again here, but
this doesn't make her defense matrix weaker. It just allows people to play around it more.
I mean, you could say that that's the definition of making something weaker, but there's also a little thing about Reefer's lifesteal.
You keep saying Reefer.
Reaper.
Someone's had an interesting holiday.
Yeah, I smoked a joint with your mother.
Whoa. No hostility here. You've never gotten her name right.
You'll see that Reaper can go from 10 HP to full HP.
Oh my gosh.
That's a little
ridiculous.
Bit of overkill. We'll see.
Bang, bang, bang. Dead. 3 shots to a Roadhog. He's dead.
And he's full health
now. From 10
Wait,
health.
Let's see how much health he gets.
He has 10 health. Bang, bang, bang.
Oh my god.
Full health and so Roadhog is dead.
10 to like 112 to 210 to 250. This is going to be so cancerous, especially since we're both in high silver, low gold.
Hey, I have an idea.
Is that a Teddy Fresh shirt?
Yeah, it is.
I like it.
I got it for Christmas.
That's nice. Anyway, what were you saying?
I've got this idea, okay?
Also, peep the XQC jersey in the back.
Yeah, big deal.
Yeah, there we go.
Also, right in the corner is a pic of him with a quote that he said to me one time when I donated to him, and it was very inspirational.
Is it when he called you dog shit on comedy night?
No. I should have put that instead. No, it's not that.
Anyway, what were you saying?
What I was
Sorry,
saying
I
was,
distracted you.
so it's okay. I forgive you. I have this idea. Okay, tanks very prominent in the meta.
Mhm.
Instead of, I don't know, tweaking the tanks to maybe not be as, and maybe tweaking healers so that it's not a healer tank meta where it's tanks are very strong, especially when there's healers. How about we just tweak those two classes a little bit, make them a little less strong together? Instead of doing that, I say we just buff the living crap out of a really low skill hero.
Yeah.
Let's take the lowest skill hero in the video game.
I wouldn't say that, but
I would.
no.
Who is? Oh,
probably.
I forgot she existed. Okay, second lowest skill hero in the game, and make him able to three-shot.
People would say Mercy too, but
Within the top 3 lowest skill. My point is, he can go from 10 health to full health and 3-click kill a Roadhog.
Mm-hmm.
And he's immensely easy to play.
Yeah.
You don't see, like, Reaper was a rare case in the entirety of the Overwatch League. One of the least played heroes in the Overwatch League, Season 1. And I guess you could argue that's how meta works. But
yeah,
he's mostly a low-skill hero, or low-tier.
They don't really, like, think of the idea that maybe not everyone needs to be played all the time.
Yeah.
Like, they also nerfed Bastion in the last patch, and it's like, why are you doing that?
If they had the same view on Mei, or the same view on everyone else that they have on Mei, I think the game would be in a much better place. Because most of the devs have said multiple times, like, we think Mei's in a good spot. She's not OP. She's not weak. She's good in certain situations.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, if that's the case for every hero, then there you go. People went Reaper when there was a tank that was too strong. Now, every team's going to have a Reaper.
They're just going to go Reaper. Not just because the tank's too strong. They're just going to be like, oh, we're doing this now.
It's like how Dive was prominent. They added a hero that ruined Dive. I said this before, but I'm saying it more simply now. Dive was strong. They added a hero that ruined Dive. Goats is strong. They're creating a hero out of an already existing hero. They're buffing a hero to ruin Goats.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of tweaking the game to be more fluent and like give more options, they're just deleting it by making a different hero overpowered.
Yeah.
Which is,
and then we can, if we look at the armor chart, we can kind of see how this all falls.
Yeah.
And see who really benefits from the armor thing, because obviously Reaper benefits from this patch.
Notice how Winston doesn't show up a single time.
Yeah, that's kind of rough. There's some parts of this graph that I don't quite get.
It is a little more complicated than I thought when I initially looked at it. So this is the DP. The y-axis is DPS, damage per second increase percentage. Mm-hmm. So how much damage per second you're doing, and then the x-axis is damage per bullet. Mm-hmm. So for example, Torb isn't doing more damage overall, but he's doing more damage per bullet on his secondary. Hammond is kind of doing both.
Yeah. It's Hammond gains the most from this because of
ball meta, boys.
That'd be nice. Because of like the way his guns work, I guess.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is. But then you also get like Soldier, and Reaper obviously benefits from this because of the fact that he has shotguns. Unscoped Widow benefits from this, not Scoped Widow. So I don't know. It's just...
If there's one thing I wanted, it was for an unscoped Widow buff.
Yeah.
I'm joking,
I think
of course.
these are all theoretical.
Yeah.
Um,
We'll honestly just have to wait and see.
it's just just do the armor thing. The Reaper thing might have been an
Here's the thing.
overcompensation.
The armor thing makes Reaper more strong. So doing the armor thing and then making Reaper super, like, incredibly more powerful makes him on another level now.
Yeah.
It's a little ridic.
So
It's a little Chronicles of Ridic.
So to help ourselves feel better, we're going to look at some pro and coach reactions to this.
Mm-hmm. So that we can reinforce our opinions by listening to people who actually...
Blase of the Boston Uprising, Flex DPS, said, watch him suck and just keep raising it till it's 100% lifesteal. There's a very big chance that happens.
Are you sure that wasn't Zachary who said that?
No, because the first one,
see.
it's apply and then Goats is dead.
That's stupid. Why would they do it that way?
Or is Goats is dead from apply?
Yep.
Oh, no, it's the crab dance. So that is Zachary.
No.
Yeah, because if you click on Goats, or did apply tweet Goats is... Put some spacing, you fucks.
Oh, just click the name. Yeah, apply tweeted Goats is dead with the crab.
Add I don't understand. Why don't you add spacing?
Come on, Seagull #1 fanboy. Jeezers.
Piece of trash.
So this is Blase saying, watch him suck and just keep raising it till it's 100% lifesteal. Honestly, wouldn't be surprised. If it's literally, hey, click on who you want to kill, they're dead and you live.
Yeah. I don't know.
Poco
it's gonna
said,
wreak havoc on
let's go. Oh, wait, no, that was also Blase. Poco said, oh no, Diva, my baby, what have they done to you? It's okay, I'm becoming a Zarya one trick.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
He's good. He's pretty good. Harsha said, Diva Matrix nerf in particular is huge and buffs a lot of DPS tremendously. Meta will be shaken up a lot after this PTR patch hits live. Harsha of the Titan said that, which I don't want to... That might sound like an overreaction. We're not sure yet. But I'm leaning on the side that the Matrix is a bit of an overreaction. Like the nerf to the Matrix is a bit of an overreaction.
What do you mean?
Where
like they shouldn't have nerfed it that much?
No, like where people saying this is going to change everything.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think it's going to change everything.
I think that's one of it'll balance things a little more. It's one of the ones where it's like, I feel like it should have always been this way.
Yeah.
Like once in a while there's one like that.
But I don't think this is like meta changing because you still have that chance of eating an alt with the Matrix. I don't know.
Dante said, I think you can do damage as a DPS hero again. Lol, cool. Pretty much a lot of people saying, wow, DPS actually means something. Yay. So that's good. Effect just did a smiley face.
Jonek said, oh, my 300 HP, ... Goodbye.
Gunba, Uprising Coach, says, interesting decision to make a large change to the game directly after signings. Goes to show that Blizzard was just as concerned about goats as everyone else. Yeah. That is weird. Someone, I forget who it was, but someone mentioned that it kind of sucks that people signed people based on goats and have been scrimming based on goats. And I don't know, and then, I mean, I still think goats will be somewhat prominent, but then goats will hopefully be gone. And it's like, well, then what have we been
Why are you talking like Jeff Goldblum right now? Goats will hopefully be gone.
That's not how Jeff Goldblum talks.
A little bit.
Jeff Goldblum talks like, and
Anyway.
Last one. Raucus says your point. Scrims being very interesting doesn't mean D.Va is dead. D.Va is still very good. Because a lot of players have been saying, Scrims are very weird now. But Raucus is pretty much saying, Scrims are just weird because people are confused about the new patch. D.Va is still really good. Goats is probably still really good.
She's still the only off-tank with that sort of vertical mobility and shotguns and missiles, and she can defense matrix and missiles and fly at you at the same time. She's going to be fine.
And KSF of the Valiant says, realizing Goats is still good on PTR.
Yeah.
This isn't the update to ruin all Goats. This isn't the patch to ruin D.Va. Mm-hmm. The only thing about this patch that is worth noting is Winston dead, Reaper resurrect dead.
Winston dead. Wrecking Ball may be dead.
Nope, Wrecking Ball good now.
Oh, actually, no, he does more damage.
We're entering, you know how we used to have Death Ball meta? Mm-hmm. Well, now we have it's still labeled Death Ball, but it's different. It's Death Ball because it's Reaper and Ball, and Reaper is death.
Look at you. You're genius.
And on the victory screen, instead of seeing your team, you see the Winston Tombstone victory pose. I'm very upset. I want Winston to be good, but I know he never will be.
So we're closing out the video for today. I think we're about near the end, aren't we? Would you say so?
Yeah. We'll close real quick on Meth Match.
Here's our Deathmatch. I was gonna say this is our PSA of the day.
Yeah, PSA of the day. To
leave you with, all you loyal listeners, viewers, watchers.
Courtesy of you/Clarity on the competitive Overwatch subreddit.
Mm-hmm. You read it. You're better at reading. I'm fucking a little.
Please stop removing Deathmatch. Having mystery free-for-all as an option is fine, but not when you remove all options for free-for-all, where you get to choose your character. Many people play free-for-all to improve their characters of choice. I'm not interested in getting a random character that I will never actually play. You're just wasting my time. Just keep at least one variant of regular free-for-all, please. If that's too much work, can't you choose one of the other game modes to remove? Do we really want 2 mystery modes more than a single deathmatch mode where you can choose your character? This week's options are low gravity, 3v3 elimination, mystery heroes, capture the flag, and mystery deathmatch. Now, thank you, Clarity, for that post. We were discussing this a little bit beforehand. Nobody plays zero or low gravity. Obviously, I'm exaggerating. When I say nobody, I mean few people.
Trash, though.
Few people play zero gravity. Few people play capture the flag. Few people play mystery deathmatch. 3v3 elimination once in a while people play when they've got a small group of people. Or when they want to get loot boxes quick. Quite a large amount of people play mystery heroes. Because that's a fun game mode.
It's fun like 50% of the time.
And other than those, the one that people really like playing is free-for-all deathmatch. Mm-hmm. Because it's a good way to improve on a single hero, and it's also a quick way to get loot boxes. Mm-hmm. So having mystery deathmatch, I don't know. If you have mystery deathmatch, I feel like you need one where you can choose heroes.
Oh my god. You're a little earthquake here.
Now, Taurion _OW said in the comments, there are usually quite a few free-for-all lobbies in custom games tab. They might not grant loot boxes, but it's a good warm-up nonetheless. And I agree, you could do that, but as r/PM me your Rase, what? Says they always have stupid rules like removing
PME
Kree
your
flashbang.
ad.
Oh, PME, you're... or changing the number of
Should I do
arrows
it?
on Hanzo, or doing weird things with cooldowns. So, yes, there may be some custom game modes where you can practice free-for-all stuff, but usually they have weird rules that people are like, I don't like the fact that Winston can jump. I'm going to ruin that. Like, I entered a free-for-all one time, and then I went up to someone, flashbanged them, and then right-clicked because I was going to bang, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I just flashbanged them.
No right click.
No right-click. Because people were like, no. I'm like, well, you could have told me that
Weebs
beforehand.
out, please.
And when I said you should have told us that beforehand, they went, did you not read the game mode settings? And I'm like, I'm not going to read every setting for every game mode I join. Anyway.
Just call him a cucklord and ban him.
So this is our PSA. Blizzard, if you're watching.
Probably not.
Probably not, but hey, you never know.
I'm going to go with a no, hey, they're not watching.
Although the Contenders Twitter did like one of our tweets.
Yeah, that's kind of good.
So that's good. Maybe
We got a little shout out.
A little shout out.
From, what was his name? Shit, I feel
Look
bad.
it up and we'll shout him out. But yeah, pretty much people want to be able to practice heroes without ruining the time for others. So,
I don't know how Twitter desktop works.
As u/Clarity says, please stop removing Deathmatch.
Connor Knudsen.
I'm assuming it's Knudsen.
Of the Game House.
So, Connor Knudsen, thanks for shouting us out. We appreciate it. Just for those of you who don't know, the Contenders Overwatch Twitter
young man
tweeted out saying, hey, who are your favorite tier 2, tier 3 content creators? And although the podcast is primarily Overwatch League, the website does cover a lot of Contender stuff.
And we may have a
podcast
maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, we're trying to figure some things out. There might be something in the works. We shall see. Anyway.
Now can I say one more thing?
You can say a billion more
You
things.
and someone else used the exact same GIF of Jack Nicholas.
I used it first, though. If you look, I used it first. Also, it's Jack Nicholson, but
they're all the fucking same.
I used it first.
Oh yeah, 1 minute before. Fuck this guy.
No.
I'm just joking.
So, yeah, that bummed me out. I was like, do I delete it and then do a new one? And then I'm like, no, I did this first.
Yeah. Get out of here, right. Felipe Labarca. But we'll have you on the podcast if you want.
Anyway, thank you everybody for watching. We appreciate.
Also, Connor Knudsen will have you. Knudsen.
I think it's Knudsen.
Knudsen.
And that's just me basing it off my own brain.
Nuts, son. I let my nuts hang.
Anyway, ladies and gents, thank you for watching and listening to the Broverwatch podcast. We're happy to be back. We're excited to be back. Looking forward to talking about Overwatch League related content. Very happy.
Yes.
And of course, you can catch us at thebroverwatch.com. Tons of articles there. You can also find all of our social medias there, so I'm not even going to bother saying those because they're already on there. So yeah.
There you go.
Adios.
Have a lovely day.
Have a lovely day.
Kiss your mother on the lips.
All right, bye-bye. Love you all. Bye-bye.
Love your mother.